Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my daily meditation that I do for myself. I record it and I release it because maybe somebody else out there can get something out of it. It just so happens that I love theology, I just want to be a better principled person. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, they sin. We all sin. Come to God. You don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect. Choose God this day. Love yourself, because if you love yourself, if nobody else loves you, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And never give up on yourself. Never. Never. If you have yourself, you have everything. If you lost everything, you can always rebuild. Never give up on yourself. Never. For those of you who are just tuning in, I focus out of three major religious texts: the Bible, the Quran, and I'm in an introductory Buddhist text called The Shape of Suffering, and it deals with dependent co-arising. With no this, there's no that. Everything we say and do, everything has an effect on all of our senses. But you can look it up, okay? I try to rotate each of the texts twice a week, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on how I'm led to meditate each day. We're back in the rotation for the Quran. We're in chapter 3. We're moving along now. Section 4, verses 30 through 40. Last members of a chosen race. Say, if you love Allah, follow me. Allah will love you and grant you protection from your sins. And Allah is forgiving, merciful. Say, obey Allah and the messenger. But if they turn back, Allah surely loves not the disbelievers. Truly Allah chose Adam and Noah and the descendants of Abraham and the descendants of Amram above the nations. Offspring one of another, and Allah is hearing, knowing. When a woman of Amram said, my Lord, I vow to thee what is in my womb. When a woman of Amram said, my Lord, I vow to thee what is in my womb, to be devoted to thy service. So accept it from me. Surely thou art the hearing, the knowing. So when she brought it forth, she said, my Lord, I have brought it forth a female, and Allah knew best what she brought forth. And the male is not like the female, and I have named it Mary, and I command her and her offspring into the protection from the accursed devil. So her Lord accepted her with a goodly acceptance and made her grow up a goodly growing, and gave her into the charge of Zacharias. Whenever Zacharias entered the sanctuary to see her, he found food with her. He said, O Mary, whence comes this to thee? She said, it is from Allah. Surely Allah gives to him whom he pleases without measure. There did Zacharias pray to his Lord. He said, my Lord, grant me from the goodly offspring. Surely thou art the hearer of prayer. So the angels called to him as he stood praying in the sanctuary. Allah gives thee the good news of John, verifying a word from Allah, and honored and chaste, and a prophet from among the good ones. I think those are the characters from the Bible. He said, my Lord, how can I have a son when old age has already come upon me and my wife is barren? He said, even thus does Allah do what he pleases. He said, my Lord, appoint a sign for me. Said he, thy sign is that thou speak not to men for 3 days except by signs. And remember thy Lord much and glorify him. And remember thy Lord much and glorify him in the evening and the early morning.